And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Brown. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Jackson now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to be in. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Robert Ayers able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now he's forced out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Jackson. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Roethlisberger will throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Back there in that belly. Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Gun! Watching now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And an alley to run. Sidesteps him at the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Toss play, counter. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Detroit!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game defense. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Blue 30!
Again, it's Connor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work his way down to the 16. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15 even after that strong run we witnessed. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They run with Connor. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the 1st round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Jackson to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And, boy, on this drive, it looked like the offense was really moving the football. I mean, they have been moving the football, but now they're in a tough spot. Nice play defense.